Hello everyone, this is Jeff Kirby, the Philly Mummer costumer from JMK Costuming and Show Design, and welcome to another Mum Suit Monday from the Mummers Museum in South Philadelphia, right off I-95 at 2nd Street and Washington Avenue, right where Mummers Row begins. So get on down here for yourself, check out all this Philadelphia Mummer history, up close and personal, see the extreme detail that goes into every costume that hits the street on New Year's Day in Philadelphia, and what makes this this hobby, this tradition, so special. This week we are going back to 1949 with the Aqua string band. So I'm going to turn the camera around now. So here you have it, Aqua string band, 1949, 7th prize, with Mummers parasols. That was the theme. So let me bring you up. Back in this time period, we saw a lot of capes, which brought a lot of beauty to the street. This is not showing well through the camera, I'm going to be honest with you. The amount of detail that went into this cape, and I don't know how many of these capes were made. Again, it looks, actually there's glitter on there. This is interesting, actually. These red kind of flowers, they almost look like they might be printed on. And covered with glitter. It's all glitter. The green is not glitter, so there's a nice texture there in person. You're not catching this on film. It looks like a silk. I don't think that looks like a silk that was used, which would have given this cape a lot of movement. And if you've ever been in Center City on New Year's Day, you know it's windy. So I'm sure there were a lot of these capes flapping around in the wind. A very, very kind of vibrant yellow. This is really, really pretty to look at. And then you can see the kind of the high collar. It's bent down, but that collar would have popped up behind the head of the performer wearing this cape. So again, back in this time period, I guess most clubs really were wearing these capes. I really like looking at the video of this time period of the Mummers walking up Broad Street. And you know how the film was back then. It's kind of like watching Babe Ruth run around the bases, how it's kind of in fast forward, and they've got those clips of the Mummers themselves, and you see these capes just dropping down and waving back and forth with the movement of the body and with the wind on New Year's Day. Again, a lot of detail. There's so much detail that went into these costumes back in these time periods, decades and decades ago. Not to say there's not a lot of detail today, but I mean, this is very, very intricate. And I promise you, what's coming through this video is not what you're seeing in person. As you can tell, it's behind glass to preserve this piece of history. I'd like to know how many of these were made for that theme. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. And I'd be interested to know, like I said, it looks like a print. All that red, the flowers, it looks like a print. Same here with the butterflies. If I can get one that's not folded, and I'll zoom in for you. It looks like a print that's just covered with glitter. So perhaps with the fabrication, with the textiles, maybe this is when things started getting a little advanced with printing. I'm not sure. That's something I'm kind of interested to look into now. Same with the flowers on the green flowers on the collar. It does look like a print with glitter. But yeah, again, Aqua String Band, 1949, Mummers Parasols. They got 7th prize that year. Yeah, I would highly recommend coming into the Mummers Museum just to see this alone. It's very, very unique. Few costumes. I'm actually looking at another one right now that's got the cape. That was, as is with anything in life, trends, right? Mummers, they trend just like real life. So back in these decades, the mid-century, you saw a lot of these capes. They're beautiful to look at, and probably a simple way to bring elegance and beauty to costuming at that time, and very detailed, very, very detailed. Thank you again for tuning in for another Mum Suit Monday from the Mummers Museum. Every Monday we're here to bring you another unique selection from Mummer history, from Mummers parades past So get in here for yourself. Again, Mummers Museum, right off I-95 in South Philadelphia, 2nd Street and Washington Avenue. This is Jeff Kirby, the Philly Mummer Costumer with JMK Costuming and Show Design. And we'll see you next week for another Mum Suit Monday from the Mummers Museum. Take care. Bye.